Hey guys, we got a new team of the week in Hockey Ultimate Team. We're going to break all that down, especially with all of the AP changes. We'll see if any of these cards have a little bit more or less value in them, and I'll go over my team and just what I'm kind of doing with my AP points going forward. So, hope you guys enjoy the video. If you do, make sure you give it a like. All right, let's get into the content. All right, taking a look at the 89 Max Zuccarello, 5'8". At 89 overall, 92 speed, 92 acceleration. I'm not going to lie, at this point of the game, even though he's only 89 overall, the cost is going to be held up because he's 89 overall, meaning you're going to pay like 35 to 40,000 coins. For someone who's 92 speed and 5'8", just not really worth it unless you're a Wild fan. This would be a card if I packed it would just go into sets in all honesty. Then we've got the 92 Elias Lindholm. This has been a pretty interesting centerman card all throughout the year, kind of under the radar. 92 speed, 94 acceleration. Good skater, honestly. Has unstoppable force and shock and awe. Shock and awe did get a decrease in cost down to 3. It is still one of the more arcadey abilities in the game, but it is tough to pull off. Very situational. But this is a really, really good card. Like, I'd be on the auction house looking to see if he was around 100,000 coins, because honestly, he is a very, very good build, especially with Spark. And if you run Unstoppable Force with him, it might make up for his size a little bit by holding onto the puck. But even though his size isn't that bad at all, he's 6'1". Then we've got the 93 Kirill Kaprizov with booming shot as well as light the lamp. He's got elite edges as well as tape to tape, 92 speed, 92 acceleration, as well as a great shot. Again, another card that with only 92 skating at 5'10" doesn't really have that same level of impact. I think that he does need a skating synergy to become a little bit more impactful, because 93... The one thing I will say is that 93s will drop quite a bit in value, so you might not have to overpay, but I don't know if I would go after this one. Zach Hyman gets boosted to an 87. He's got workhorse and distributor as well as no contest. Just far too slow at this stage of the game for what he offers, so this would be a card I'd put into sets. Joel ERIKSSON, his Evo card is becoming quite interesting. 6'3", great size for a centerman, but just not enough. Again, another card at this stage you're just not really going to want to go out and spend the coins on. The 85s are still being propped up by the ability to use them in sets, so you're going to spend too much trying to get him for what he offers. Just under 90 skating, far under 90 skating in February. Just really tough to use. Then we've got the 94 Jonathan HUBERDEAU, 6'1" with booming shot and protector with third eye and tape to tape. 92 speed, 92 acceleration. HUBERDEAU cards are, again, right on that cusp of being extremely good. 99 essentially everything, but his skating is just a little slow. His abilities, not gonna lie, not that great. And because he's 94, he's gonna cost quite a bit. So, I think that he's a good card. I just don't think I'd pay the cost. Then we've got the 86 EVANDER KANE. Obviously not a huge fan of him as a Sharks fan. 88 skating. Good build and close quarters. You know what? He might be cheap enough. I mean, 86s are still going to cost, if they're around 15,000 coins, that might be a little interesting. But again, the 86s and those middle 80 cards are awfully expensive now to actually use them, not to use them in sets, but to actually use them in their lineup. Close quarters might be interesting on this Evander Kane card, though. Robert Thomas boosted to a 92 with Thief, as well as Fly the Zone. Interesting now because you could play him at center with gold third eye and tape to tape. Makes him a really good passer, in all honesty. 91 acceleration, 92 speed, mid-90s shooting, mid-90s hand stats. Again, another decent card, and I can guarantee Robert Thomas cards always go for very cheap in terms of what other 92s are going for. This could be a really nice card for you. Boone Jenner, a 6'2" centerman with truculence. Again, just way too slow at this stage, so this would be a set card for me. Theo Rochette, 5'10" centerman, booming shot and gladiator. Again, just extremely slow, especially because he's 5'10". Marcel Nobles gets one with big tipper, which did drop down to 4, as well as third eye. 89 speed, 90 acceleration. Not a bad centerman at all, honestly. If you guys are looking for a cheaper centerman, Marcel Nobles might be it. And then Zachary BOLDUC with Crease Crasher, just again, way too slow, so shout out to him for having a great week, but yeah, wouldn't be really usable. Then we've got, on defense, we've got the 89 Zach Werenski with Heat Seeker. Zach Werenski cards have been really good. Again, these are some of the best non-master set defensemen that you can get right now, because he offers decent skating and good size. So a really nice card here, and again, for 35,000 coins, might be of value to a lot of players that are struggling to find defensemen. Aaron Ekblad is having a great season. 6'4" with gold stick him up and seeing eye. Really interesting combo for a defenseman. Now, again, stick him up does look to be really nice in terms of ability points and what it actually does. 90 speed, 91 acceleration, Again, really like this build. One of the better right-handed defensemen that you can get. And again, his cost will be brought down because he's a 92. So be on the lookout for this Aaron Ekblad. It's a really good card. Roman Josi gets boosted to a 92 with tape-to-tape and 1T. 1T now on defenseman because it did drop in points. Silver 1T, really interesting. I'm starting to try putting silver 1T on a lot of my defensemen now since the changes to see if that helps generate some offense from the back end because it's just been non-existent in NHL 22. I still think his skating is a little low if you're talking about his X factor, but for this card specifically, this could be a nice card for sure because of his abilities. And again, 90 speed is fine, and 92, he should be cheaper. Drew Doughty gets one with gold seeing eye and send it. Send it's one of the more useless ones for defensemen. 91 speed, 91 acceleration. I'm not going to lie, he's a pretty decent build in this game. So if you are, again, looking for a right-handed defenseman, I think there are better options for you, but this is a really well-rounded defenseman. And then in net, we've got the 91 Igor Shesterkin with goal post-to-post, which is now costing 8, as well as X-ray. Really good aggression at 73, and his stats are phenomenal, but he is 6'1", so his ability to stop those up-top shots in NHL 22 just not going to be there compared to some of the other goaltenders. But if you are a Rangers fan, Shesterkin's having an incredible year and gets a really decent card outside of his height. All right, let's talk about ability point changes and what I'm looking at and what I'm trying. I'm not gonna lie. I played 3 games last night and really loved it. The game felt fresh. I would love to hear anyone that doesn't like how the game felt. I'm curious if you guys didn't enjoy it. I've really liked it. I found that outside of the top pairing on defense, it was really nice going up against players, even with really big defensemen that didn't have gold shutdown and could just spam R1. But again, I'd love to hear your feedback. In terms of what I'm actually activating, on defensemen, nothing really changes in terms of my top 2, outside of I'm going full offense to try it out right now. Gold shutdown, obviously phenomenal, and the cost at 6, I think, is right around where it should be. I just think because they're 6'5", I don't know if they need it, because of all of the other abilities on offense that they could give. I'm trying it with Victor Hedman as well. I'm probably going to put shutdown on one of them, but just something I'm trying out as it goes along. In terms of Bouwmeester with gold shutdown, I had gold Bouwmeester as well as CARLO, and I just didn't activate shutdown on them because they are a little bit lower. I'm trying to stick them up because of the cost on Brendan CARLO, but I'm more interested in the offensive abilities now with defensemen, just trying them out. I just want to point this out that your top-end players, like defensemen and forwards, it doesn't change. Like, gold shutdown on Hedman is still an amazing ability. So is Burns. But what it impacts is that you just don't have all 6 players with it now. You know what I mean? The best players are having their abilities activated, which it should be. It's just the rest of your defense doesn't have it as well. In terms of offense, what I'm trying is a lot of passing ability. So tape to tape, elite edges I still think is valuable. I also want to try out Snipe, because I think that might be interesting on a lot of forwards as well with the reduction in cost. Taking a look at Olli Jokinen, for example, nothing on him, but on Hurdle, I'm trying Unstoppable Force, tape to tape, and Born Leader. I'm trying Unstoppable Force on a lot of cards to see if I can get that going as well. But yeah, there's a lot of other ones that I think that, with the defense one, it's going to be interesting. I think there's going to be a change. I enjoyed it playing it yesterday. I would love to hear if you guys did as well. In terms of my goaltender, all I'm doing with Rene is I'm just keeping goal post to post activated. Doesn't really change for me. I'm just not activating light work as well on top of it. But let me know what you think in the comments section down below, guys. I'm curious what you guys think, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.